The Vexithani battlecruiser Severing Wind had been patrolling the outer rim of the Kepler Nebula for 3 standard cycles when sensor operator Zichtal's mandibles began clicking in rapid succession, a sure sign of distress among his species. "Fleet Commander Molkar," Zichtal's voice carried across the bridge, each word carefully modulated to hide his growing anxiety. "Long-range scanners have detected an anomalous signature." Fleet Commander Molkar's 4 eyes swiveled toward his sensor operator, the massive Vexithani's carapace shifting with subtle tension. The Severing Wind commanded a fleet of 87 vessels, each one capable of glassing entire planets. They had been hunting pirates in this sector, but something in Zichtal's tone suggested their mission had just changed dramatically. "Specify," Molkar rumbled, his voice like grinding stone. "A single escape pod, sir. Adrift near the asteroid field designated Grid 779. The energy signature." Zichtal's mandibles clicked again. "It's human, sir." The bridge fell. Silent. Every crew member, Vexithani, Corvani, and the few Xylothian technicians stopped their tasks. The humans had been extinct for nearly 200 cycles now, victims of their own nuclear ambitions and a series of natural disasters that had rendered their homeworld uninhabitable, or so the galaxy had believed. Molkar's tactical implant immediately began processing probabilities. A human survivor meant several disturbing possibilities, none of which boded well for galactic stability. "Transmit emergency protocols to all fleet vessels," he commanded. "Full battle stations. Establish a perimeter around the pod at maximum safe distance." "Sir?" Communications Officer Tevrin's bioluminescent patches flickered with confusion. "It's just a single life pod. Surely, you clearly weren't alive during the Terran contact wars," Molkar interrupted, his voice carrying the weight of bitter experience. "Follow my orders. Now." Within minutes, 87 warships had formed a massive sphere around the tiny human escape pod, each vessel maintaining a distance of 50,000 kilometers. Across the fleet, weapon systems powered up, shields activated, and fighter squadrons scrambled to launch positions. On the Corvani dreadnought Eternal Vigilance, Captain Hesatok studied the tactical display with growing unease. She opened a secure channel to the Severing Wind. "Molkar, with respect, this seems like an overreaction. Our combined firepower could annihilate a small moon. What possible threat could one human, possibly injured or dying, represent?" Molkar's reply came heavy with ancient knowledge. "Captain, I fought in the siege of Proxima. I witnessed what 3 human corvettes did to our Grand Armada, 47,000 ships reduced to scrap by creatures who refused to acknowledge the mathematical impossibility of their victory." He paused, accessing tactical archives that still made veteran commanders wake screaming in the night. "Humans don't follow conventional warfare principles. They don't accept surrender when they're losing, and they certainly don't accept victory when they're winning. They adapt, improvise, and find solutions that shouldn't exist. One human survivor means the possibility of human resurgence, and if there's one thing 2 centuries of galactic peace has taught us, it's that we've grown soft." Meanwhile, aboard the pod, Chief Engineer Sarah Chen slowly regained consciousness. Her cryogenic sleep had been terminated by proximity sensors, and her small vessel systems were running diagnostics on both her physical condition and their current situation. "Computer status report," she croaked, her voice rusty from 2 years in deep freeze. "Life support at 67%. Hull integrity stable. We have been detected by multiple vessels. Sensors indicate 87 ships in formation around our position. Configuration suggests Vexithani fleet deployment." Sarah's mind snapped to full alertness. She had been fleeing the final destruction of humanity's last colony when her escape pod's navigation system malfunctioned, throwing her far off course. 2 years of drifting had brought her here, apparently into the middle of what looked like a first contact situation. "Open standard hailing frequencies," she commanded, running quick calculations in her head. 87 ships for 1 escape. Pod suggested either incredible paranoia or very unpleasant historical context. Back on the Severing Wind, Zichtal's sensors detected the pod's communication attempt. "Sir, The human is attempting to establish contact. Put it through, Molcar decided. All ships monitor. Sarah's voice crackled across the fleet communications network, speaking in accented but serviceable galactic standard. This is Chief Engineer Sarah Chen of the Terran Colonial Service. I'm requesting assistance in medical evaluation. I pose no threat to your vessels. Molcar studied the tactical display, watching as his fleet maintained perfect formation around the tiny pod. Sarah Chen couldn't know that her simple request for help had just triggered the largest military mobilization in this sector for 50 years. Human, he replied carefully. You will be taken aboard for processing. Be aware that any hostile action will result in immediate obliteration. Sarah's laugh echoed across the channel, tired, bitter, but unmistakably amused. Commander, I'm one person in a life pod that's held together by hope and engineering tape. Unless you're afraid I might fix something that's broken on your ship, I think you're safe. That comment sent ripples of nervous energy across every bridge in the fleet. The casual confidence, the implicit suggestion that human engineering might be superior. It was exactly the kind of thing that had made humanity such an unpredictable force during the contact wars. As the severing wind extended its docking bay, to retrieve the pod, Molcar sent an encrypted message to Galactic Command. Human survivor detected and contained. Advise highest priority protocols. Recommend immediate strategic assessment of human technological capabilities. Sarah Chen didn't know it yet, but her rescue would trigger a galaxy-wide intelligence review, 3 major fleet redeployments, and the secret reactivation of anti-human contingency plans that had been mothballed for 2 centuries. All because 87 warships had learned to fear what humans could accomplish when cornered, outnumbered, and presumed defeated. The galaxy had enjoyed 200 years of peace since humanity's extinction. That peace had just become significantly more complicated.